The Jewish cemetery on the Mount of Olives, including the Silwan necropolis, is the most ancient and most important cemetery in Jerusalem. Burial on the Mount of Olives started some 3,000 years ago in the First Temple period, and continues to this day. The cemetery contains about 70,000 tombs from various periods, including the tombs of famous figures in Jewish history. In the 19th century, special significance was attached to Jewish cemeteries in Jerusalem, since they were the last meeting place not only of Jerusalemites but also of Jews from all over the world. Over the years, many Jews in their old age came to Jerusalem in order to live out the rest of their lives there and to be buried in its holy soil. During the First and Second Temple periods, the Jews of Jerusalem were buried in burial caves scattered on the slopes of the mount, and from the 16th century the cemetery began to take its present shape. The old Jewish cemetery sprawled over the slopes of the Mount of Olives overlooking the Kidron Valley, radiating out from the lower, ancient part, which preserved Jewish graves from the Second Temple period. Here there had been a tradition of burial uninterrupted for thousands of years. The cemetery was quite close to the old city, its chief merit being that it lay just across the Kidron Valley from the Temple Mount. According to Jewish tradition, it is here that the resurrection of the dead would begin once Messiah will appear on the Mount of Olives and head toward the Temple Mount. Many famous names are buried in the cemetery, such as Rabbi Chaim ibn Atta, known as the Or HaChaim, and Rabbi Yehuda Alkaleh, who were among the heralds of Zionism, Hasidic rabbis of various dynasties and rabbis of Yishuv HaYashan, together with Rabbi Avraham Yitzchak Kook, the first Ashkenazi chief rabbi, and his circle, Henrietta Zold, the founder of the Hadassah organization, the poetess Els Laskashula, Eliezer ben Yehuda, the father of modern Hebrew, Shmuel Yosef Agnon, the Nobel laureate for literature, Boris Schatz, the founder of the Bezalel School of Art, Israel's sixth Prime Minister Menachem Begin, the victims of the 1929 Arab riots and 1936–39 Arab Revolt, the fallen from the 1948 War of Independence, together with Jews of many generations in their diversity. Notable graves: Rishonim Namanides, the Ramban, Obadiah ben Abraham, the Bartenura, Acharonim Mayim ben Moshe ibn Natta, the Or HaRaim, Yosef Hayim of Baghdad, born rabbi and posek known as the Ben Ishai, Shalom Sharabi, the Rashash, Yaakov Haim Sofer, the Kaf HaHaim, rabbis, Elazar Bukit Sarah, rabbi and grandson of the Baba Sali, Levi Yitzchok Bender, leader of the Breslov community in Uman and Jerusalem, Avraham Blumenkrantz, American Orthodox rabbi, Yehoshua Leib Diskin, rabbi in Brisk and Jerusalem, Shlomo Elyashiv, Lithuanian Kabbalist, Moshe Mordecai Epstein, Rosh Yeshiva Slabodka, Lithuania, Nosson Tzvi Finkel, the Altar of Slabodka, Zera Flegetob, Rabbi of Jerusalem and Suwalka, Poland, son of Rabbi Shlomo Flegetob of Warsaw, Abraham Gershon of Kitov, brother-in-law of the Baal Shem Tov, Shimon Hakim, Bukharian writer and translator of Jewish holy texts and stories in Judeo-Tajik, Moshe Halberstam, Rosh Yeshivas Jakava, Yitzchok Hutner, Rosh Yeshivas Yeshiva Rabbi Haim Berlin, Brooklyn, New York, Judahi Hasid, 17th century immigration leader, Aryeh Kaplan, American Orthodox rabbi and author, Zvi Yehuda Kook, Rosh Yeshivas Merkaz Harav Kook, Avigdor Miller, American Orthodox rabbi, author and lecturer, Shlomo Musayef, Bukharian family patriarch, Meir ben Judah Leib Popper's Bohemian rabbi and Kabbalist, Eliyahu David Rabinovitz Teomim, Rosh Yeshivas Meir, Zundel Salant, rabbi and primary teacher of Rabbi Yisrael Salanta, Yechezkel Sana, Rosh Yeshivas Slabodka, Chaim Pinches Scheinberg, rabbi and Rosh Yeshiva of Torah Or, Gedalia Shaw, rabbi and Rosh Yeshiva of Torah Vodas, Brooklyn, New York, Sholem Schwadron, the Majid of Jerusalem. Dov Schwartzman, Rosh Yeshiva Yeshivas Beshat Talmud, Jerusalem. Avraham Shapira, Rosh Yeshivas Merkaz Harav Kook. Gedalia Silverstone, Rabbi in Belfast and Washington, D.C. Our own Soloveitchik, Rosh Yeshivas Brisk, Chicago, Illinois. Pesach Stein, Rosh Yeshivas Tells, Cleveland, Ohio. Yitzchok Yaakov Weiss, head of the Edah HaChareidis, Jerusalem. Yitzchok David Groner, director of Yeshiva Center, Melbourne, Australia. Hasidic Rebbe Simcha Bunim Alter, 5th Gera Rebbe. Yisrael Alter, 4th Gera Rebbe. Moshe Biderman, Lelava Rebbe. Mordecai Shlomo Friedman, Boyaner Rebbe of New York City. Levi Yitzchak Horowitz, 2nd Boston Rebbe. Yosef Leifer, 1st Pittsburgh Rebbe. Maiden of Lidmai, female Hasidic Rebbe. Yechiel Yehoshua Rabinovich, Shedlitzer Rebbe. Isamar Rosenbaum, Nadvorna Rebbe. Shaul Yedidu Elazar Taub, Modzitzer Rebbe. Chief Rabbis Solomon Eliezer Alfandari, Chief Rabbi of Damascus and Safed. Meir Auerbach, 1st Ashkenazi Chief Rabbi of Jerusalem. Chaim Berlin, Chief Rabbi of Moscow. Chaim Duke, Chief Rabbi of Egypt. Jacob Saul Eliashah, Sephardic Chief Rabbi of Ottoman Palestine. Shlomo Gorin, Ashkenazi Chief Rabbi of Israel. Emmanuel Jacobovitz, Chief Rabbi of the United Hebrew Congregations of the Commonwealth, London. Abraham Isaac Kook, Chief Rabbi of British Mandate Palestine. Jacob Meir, Sephardic Chief Rabbi of British Mandate Palestine. Meir Rosenbaum, Chief Rabbi of Cuba. Shmuel Salant, Ashkenazi Chief Rabbi of Jerusalem. Yosef Chaim Sonnenfeld, Chief Rabbi of Jerusalem. Issa Yehuda Unterman, Ashkenazi Chief Rabbi of Israel. Cultural figures Shmuel Yosef Agnon, Israeli writer. Nissim Bahar, pioneer of modern Hebrew education. Eliezer ben Yehuda, the father of modern Hebrew. Israel Dov Frumkin, Israeli journalist. Uri Zvi Grinberg, Israeli poet and journalist. Yossel Rosenblatt, Hazan and composer. Elslasker Schuler, German Jewish poet. Boris Schatz, founder of the Bezalel School in Jerusalem. Ephraim Urbach, Israeli scholar. Political and ideological figures. Judah Alkali, precursor of political Zionism. Moshe Barazani, Lehi fighter. Menachem Begin, Israeli prime minister. Israel Eldad, revisionist Zionist philosopher and fighter. Meir Feinstein, Irgun fighter. Harry Fischel, American Jewish businessman and philanthropist. Jacob Israel de Haan, Dutch Jewish journalist assassinated by the Haganah. Moshe Hirsch, leader of Neturei Karta. Robert Maxwell, British media magnate and supporter of Israel. Henriette Isolde, founder of Hadassah, the Women's Zionist Organization of America. Terror victims Eliyahu Asheri, Israeli terror victim. Gabriel and Rivka Holtzberg, terror victims. Christians Bodil Thurgotsdatter, medieval Danish queen. Princess Alice of Battenburn, mother of Prince Philip, Duke of Edinburgh, recognized as righteous among the nations by Yad Vashem.